So, my basic introduction on this is remedial exercise is something that should really be as focused, as methodical as you would a treatment plan. There's a lot of stuff. It bothers me because I'm a kinesiologist, and so I'm a movement guy. I'm an exercise guy, and it bothers me a lot when I'm seeing this trend in massage therapy where it's all about movement. And I like the idea of movement, but it's all about movement, but it's about movement and what feels good for you or what you can do and a blah blah blah. And I got to say it like that because it bothers me a little bit, because when we start to think of it like that, we start to lose the idea of there should be some sort of systematic approach to it. And I don't want to use his name, but there's a dude that, if you're in Facebook land, there's a dude that floats around in Facebook land, and he claims to be a hardcore, movement person, but he's also really big on the idea of like, do whatever feels good to you, and if it doesn't feel too good to you, then don't do it, and if it feels good to you, then do it. And I'm like, but this is not rehabilitation, man. Like that's fine and dandy for someone who might have some minor discomfort, and you want to show them how to stretch their neck, but they don't feel like this neck stretch works, so therefore let's change it, let's do something else that works better for you. But that's not rehabilitation for when you tear your ACL. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there needs to be some sort of structured approach to these types of things. And I almost feel like that there's a massive disconnect because massage therapists, we do a lot of things that are very passive in nature. And because the stuff that we do very passively, it doesn't really make so much of a difference in what we do as long as we're doing something. Do you see what I'm saying? So, like, for example, as long as we're engaging the tissue and engaging the nervous system and calming the nervous system down or having some sort of effect on the nervous system, ideally, it doesn't matter what we're doing as a massage therapist. Does that make sense to you guys? So whether I'm doing muscle stripping with my elbows, or I'm using a scraping tool like Graston, or I'm using a cup, from a passive therapy standpoint, that stuff doesn't matter. Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if I do the Graston or my hands, if I do the cupping or the Graston, they're all going to have the same basic effect on the body, some sort of change to the nervous system. But I feel like massage therapists are taking this same concept and they're applying it to movement and exercise. And this, where I'm coming from as a kinesiologist, I'm like, this is just incorrect information at this point. You can't rehabilitate someone's muscle strain, grade 2 chronic strain, the same way you would if they have minor discomfort, right? One is rehabilitation, one is helping you reduce your discomfort. There's a massive difference here. And my whole point in this course is demonstrating that rehabilitation, the remedial exercise, therapeutic exercise for the purposes of rehabilitation, there needs to be foundation and structure to it. And that cannot be ignored.